You tell her I love her.
She knows that. And you are going to be out of here so soon. You can just tell her yourself.
Well,
why don't you just keep her here for a while? I mean, till she feels stronger.
I've tried to convince her of that, but she seems worried about her daughter.
Can't you just force her to stay?
Well, no, I can't. You see, technically she's far enough along with her physical therapy to warrant her release. Her mental state's another matter, however.
What does that mean?
Peggy's severely traumatized by John's death, and she refuses to deal with it. That's what worries me. She needs to be closely watched.
Well, I've made plans to stay with her for a bit, so I'll be in close touch with you.
Well, good.
John death was wrong. And not me.
Mommy.
Filled with...
Daddy would come to opening night. He brought red roses.
I remember that.
Marge sent me flowers.
Mm-hmm.
May I help you?
It's her daughter's birthday, and she's away with her grandparents in Maine, so we'd like to send her that doll.
Oh. And the music box?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Good.
That's much too big for Lisa. Maybe they made it just for me. Sorry about yesterday. Me too. Thank you for being my friend.
In spite of everything. God. No.
Don't mention it.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Lisa. Happy birthday to Lisa. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to Lisa.
She's 5. Oh, yeah, I'm proud of her. Oh, God. When she was born, me and John were so thrilled to have a baby girl. It was one of the best moments that happened in our lives.
Did you go out and buy a baby crier machine? I remember when my brother was born. My mom put a microphone in the baby crib and hooked it up to every light in the house. So every time my brother started crying, every single light started blinking on and up, on and up, on and up. Oh, and a buzzer under the pillow.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that buzzer, so I put it under John's pillow.
Now, I feel like I missed something not having deaf parents. Well, you think it's the hearing world with the problem?
Yeah, my mother could have handled it. She put me into a hearing school. I was humiliated. So my father understood my problem and sent me to a deaf school.
Same, my mom. She went to a hearing school all her life. I guess she had to figure out how to lip read everybody. Yeah, I went to a hearing school too, and I never really knew where the class was going or what we were going to do. I just followed the class around. Now when I think about it, it's amazing how I survived.
My mom can't accept me as be deaf. She wanted a perfect child, like Lisa.
Hey. To Lisa. Lisa!
Oh, my God.
What's the matter?
Well, she's burning up, honey. Call the doctor. Come on, sweetheart. Sit up for me. Sit up. You'll be able to breathe better. That's a girl. Deep breath.
Can you reach Dr. Block?
I'm taking her to the bathroom.
This is Al Duffield calling.
I think some steam
grandchild
might
is
help.
running a high fever and she's having trouble breathing.
Please, breathe. Can't happen. Can't happen. God, not again. Breathe. Please. So her hearing's not impaired. Are you sure you're telling me everything?
Marge, did I ever say I knew everything?
Well, sometimes you give that impression.
Ever breathe pure oxygen? Wish we were in there. Got her on an antibiotic, too. We'll keep her here through tomorrow. Marge, she'll be fine.
That admitting clerk made me furious.
She was just doing her job.
I thought she wasn't going to admit Lisa. Don't grandparents have any rights?
It's over with now. Forget it.
I suppose we should let Peg know, huh?
In the middle of the night, the crisis is over, wife, right?
Thank God it was nothing serious. Die if anything happened to our baby.
But nothing did, thanks to you.
May I help you?
Yes, please. Could you tell me who I talked to ask about filing for guardianship?
Of whom? I beg your pardon? Guardianship of whom? A child? What child?
Well, the father's deceased and the mother's not well.
Is it an abandoned child? Abandoned? No, it's not abandoned.
Excuse me, I'll come back. I'm sorry.
You okay?
I keep on dreaming about John. His warmth, passion, and love for me. John left this house. He said sometimes that he wished he had your job.
John and I, we used to talk about switching jobs. He'd come up here to the theater and direct, and then I'd go down to Gallaudet and teach. Peggy, do you remember the day that you told me you were in love with John? We were at the laundromat, and you turned to me. I had just put my socks in the dryer, and you said, I'm in love with John Lawrence, and I'm gonna marry him.
And you said, good.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, not even a congratulation.
That was the hardest day of my life. I was so jealous.
Of what? We were just friends.
Yeah. I knew that that was how you felt. And I saw how much John loved you. And you loved John more than he ever knew. But the sad fact is that I was in love with you too. And Peggy, I still am.
But we were friends.
We still are.
When I see your face, I see you telling me that John is dead.
What's all this fuss about? Just one gentleman caller. That's all, just one. Laura, sweetheart, the door. Mother, please, you go to the door. What is the matter with you, you silly thing? Mother, please, you answer the door. Why have you chosen this moment to lose your mind? You go to that door. I can't. Why can't you? Because I'm sick. You're sick. Am I sick? You and your brother have me puzzled to death. You can never act like normal children. Will you give me one good reason why you should be afraid to open a door? You go to that door. Laura Wingfield, you march straight to that door. Yes, Mother. I've got to put courage in you, honey, for living.
Okay. Let's stop. I don't believe it.
What?
I don't believe that your fragile little world will collapse if you meet this guy. Now, you are supposed to be Blue Roses. Get it?
So what do you want me to do?
Now, I want to know that your heart is about to explode. So don't drown in the fear. Act against it. And stop indicating your feelings and start revealing something real. Rehearsal is over.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning, the Blue Roses scene.
That's a neat turn of phrase.
Why are you so angry?
I am not angry. Yeah, right. Look, I am not angry with you. I am angry with myself for being so insensitive the other night.
We both said things that we should have had.
No, that is not what I mean. 3 months ago, you and John, you were my only happily married friends. Now, John is just a memory, and I have been stupid enough to let an old crush come alive again. Believe me when I tell you that this will never happen again.
Okay. Unstable emotionally, prolonged depression, attacked you, and threatened further violence.
No.
No real home to offer the child. In the theater. Deaf woman and actress. Well, that's a new one on me. Single parent.
She's living with someone, a man. I mean, there's nothing between them.
You know that for a fact.
Yes, you're not to make anything ugly out of this.
Not at all. We won't touch that aspect. You'll be granted custody. No doubt about it. You've got precedent on your side. My partner handled a case where the grandparents, hearing people, won on the grounds that the deaf parents were unable to provide verbal stimulation for the child. The parents put up a legal battle, and the child was shunted from foster home to foster home.
Well, it's terrible.
It won't be so in your case. Single mother, deaf, unstable, an actress. I'm certain you'll win.
Al, listen to me. I just want it legal. I just want us to be Lisa's guardians.
I'm listening, and it's still no.
But we have no way to protect her.
Protect her from what?
Well, supposing Peg never does get better emotionally. I mean, some people never do recover from a tragedy. If we were Lisa's guardians, then the courts couldn't take her away from Peg or us and give her to foster parents. To strangers, imagine!
Marge, who do you think you're kidding with all this foster parent crap? Nobody's going to take Lisa away from Peg, and you know it.
Why are we fighting like this?
Because we can't talk to each other anymore, that's why. What right have you got to go off to lawyers and make a plan like this? Because you knew damn well that if you talked to me about it, I'd say no.
No, I didn't mean to go around you. I just wanted to find out what our alternatives were, that's all.
There are no alternatives except to help Peg. And if anybody tries to take Lisa away from her, I'm going to fight them with everything I've got. I don't care if it's the courts or you.
Oh, hell, you're making me out to be some kind of a monster. What makes you so right about everything?
Marge, the only thing I know is that if you go further with this plan, we're going to lose them both.
Yeah. Hello?
Dan, this is Al. I'm sorry I woke you.
Al?
What's going on?
Nothing if I can prevent it. I don't understand, Al.
It's Marge.
She's trying to get legal guardianship of Lisa.
What?
It's all quite crazy. I can't go into it all right now. You'll understand.
Oh, how can I help?
I just wanted you to know that I'm planning to write Peg a letter, and I'd like you to be there when she gets it.
I am so sorry. Do you want to talk to her? Do you want me to wake her?
No, don't wake her. Just tell her I called and that I'm writing.
Bye.
Didn't hear the phone ring.
Didn't.
Is it still true?
What?
That in 25 years you've never let me down?
Marge, I love you, and I always will. But I will not help you do this.
Letter for you. I can read.
Please.
You'll find a snapshot of the school. No matter what joy she brings us and we bring her, she misses you more than she can say. So I'll say it for her. I want you to come up here as soon as you can, swoop her up, and fly away. Love, Dad.
Something's wrong. I better pack.
I'll go with you.
No. Not this time. I can't be blue roses all my life.
You never were blue roses.
I can see that.
Hi, Dad. Yeah.
Mommy says I'm going with her.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you for the letter. Where's Marge?
She's not here right now.
Oh, okay. Good.
She's taken a liking to lawyers. Legal means to get what she wants.
I've got a good idea. I think you should go and say goodbye to Harold. He's in the kitchen having a little snack, okay?
Why would you do something so terrible? To me and to Lisa.
Honey, I don't even know how to begin. It's going to take quite a while to straighten this out.
I'll never forgive her for this.
Now, Lisa, this is a good luck charm that somebody gave to me when I was about your size. And it got me through some rough times.
Don't you still need it?
Well, I think I'd rather you have it.
Hello, you two. Hi, sweetie. Mwah. Whose car is that out front?
Mommy.
What?
She's in Lisa's room packing.
My God, what are you doing?
I'm taking Lisa.
You can't do that.
Watch me.
Oh, well, please don't take her.
I'm never up to you.
I only want what's best for Lisa.
No, you want what is best for you, as always. You never accepted me as I am. You wanted to keep me in your world, where you pretend that I was a death. No, I learned to speak for you, but you never learned to sign for me. Look, I'm deaf, but you're the one who can't hear.
Oh!
Hi.
Who is this?
Lisa. I'm an actress.
Oh, I see.
So good to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
Where's Mama?
Grandma couldn't come, but she sends you bushels and bushels and bushels of kisses.
I want to show you my room.
Oh, I'd like to see your room. Why don't you run ahead and we'll come right behind you? I wanted to catch the opening night. I always do.
Anna, how's Marge?
Surviving. She always seems to survive the mistakes. I don't know. We always seem to patch up the bad times. Come out of them okay. Not blaming, but okay. Not this time. This time your mother and I are worlds apart.
Hey, Al.
Dan?
Having a nightcap?
Mm-hmm.
Mind if I join it?
Sure.
Al, I'm in love with your daughter.
I know.
She's not with me.
John was her man. And that kind of bonding between a man and a woman is rare. Have you ever had it?
I thought I had it. For a while.
If you had it for a while, then you didn't have it.
How about you and Marge?
I don't know anymore. Marge has always been in trouble with herself over Peg. And she's always needed me there to calm the waters.
Are you going back to her, Al? Sorry. See you in the morning.
Dan, thanks for taking care of my girls for me.
Al, I hope it works out for you and Marge.
I hope so, too.
Night.
Good night.
Mother calls them the glass menagerie. Here's an example of one, if you'd like to see it. This is one of the oldest. It's nearly 13. Now be careful. If you breathe, it breaks.
I'd better not take it. I'm pretty clumsy with things.
Oh, go on. I trust you with him. There. You're holding him gently. Hold him over the light. He loves the light. See how the light shines through him?
It sure does shine.
I shouldn't be partial, but he's my favorite one.
Say, what kind of a thing is this one supposed to be?
Haven't you noticed the single horn on his forehead?
Oh, a unicorn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Unicorns. Aren't they extinct in the modern world?
I know.
Come on, loosen your backbone a little. There you go.
It doesn't matter.
You knocked the little glass horse over.
Yes.
Is he broken?
Now he's just like all the other horses.
You mean he lost his...
He lost his horn. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
And all at once my sister touches my shoulder. I turn around and look into her eyes. Laura, Laura, I tried to leave you behind me, but I am more faithful than I intended to be. I reach for a cigarette. I cross the street. I run into the movies or a bar. I buy a drink. I speak to the nearest stranger. Anything that will blow your candles out. For nowadays the world is lit by lightning. Blow out your candles, Laura. And so, goodbye.
That was the best work that I have ever seen. John, you'd be so very proud of you.
Thank you for believing in me, for being my friend, and for loving me.
You are almost as good as Aunt Mary.
You were great.
I love my roses.
I was so proud of you.
For you.
Thank you.
Looks good.
Listen, we're going to go ahead to the party and give you a chance to catch your breath. And then you come after us.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Lisa, come on. Let's go find Uncle Dan, okay?
Bye-bye.
See you, Mommy. Hurry up.
What are you doing here?
I only saw the last half. My plane was late. Storms. It was lovely. So lovely.
Thank you.
You were right, you know, I never did love you. Not the way you deserve to be loved. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe I loved your father too much. Maybe I was jealous. Maybe it's just something lacking in me. And when you had the flu that time...
Marge, don't.
No, I have to say this to you now. I never could tell you before, and your father never would. That night, I thought he was being overprotective and silly to want the doctor. Kids have flu all the time, I said. And then the next day, when it turned out to be spinal meningitis and you lost your hearing, I couldn't bear to face the truth. I couldn't bear to look at you. To remind me that my fault that you were dead. Knowing if I loved you more, if I'd been a better mother, wouldn't have happened. Don't you see it? I could never love you because I hated me, never you. Please, let me make it up to you and Lisa. Don't go away from me. seems that your mother's lost her horn, too.